Nazdar, dámy a páni, čau, 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 dlho sme sa zase nevideli. No, ani nie tak dlho. Pár dní. Budeme pokračovať o Final Fantasyčku, kde sme teraz naposledy vlastne skončili. To videjko asi ešte nešlo na YouTube. Dorazili sme vlastne do Dalmakianskej republiky, či Dalmakianský štát, či ako sa tu tí sráči volajú. Hej, Dalmakians Republik. A stretli sme sa s Ľuborom, alebo alias, jak ho nazýval Sid, alebo jeho meno, aby ho nepoznali alebo nenašli, Rúžena Dalimil. No, proste veľmi zaujímavý typek, ktorý ma celkom vytočil na začiatku, ale potom som si povedal, že OK, fajn, vlastne tu toho máme, kováča. Chcel od nás prácičku, aby nám uveril, samozrejme sme ju splnili. A on nám dovolil, vlastne nám pomohol, aby sme sa mohli dostať tadeto, cez túto cestu, ktorá bola uzavretá, ďalej za Hugom Kupkom, či Hugo Kupka, či jak sa volá, tu toho máme. No, Hugo Kupka, čož bol dominant Titána, teda ešte je, ale my sme mu odfajčili ručičky už v minulom boji a získali sme silu Titána. No a teraz sa vlastne chystáme ísť ho doraziť chceme. Len Hugo už sa si dostal skoro až ku kryštálu. Takže možno zničíme aj ďalší kryštál. Neviem, ako to dopadne, neviem, ako to bude. Ale, samozrejme, máme tu vedlejšaky, ja ich budem chcieť urobiť. Potom by som sa ešte pozrel, či tu nebudú náhodou nejaké hunty. A taktiež som trocha pobehal po tej púšti a musím povedať, je tu celkom dosť toho, čo sa tu dá robiť. Teda ako, myslím, zabíjania. A dajú sa tu získať aj zaujímavé materiály, ktoré treba proste k ďalším upgradeom. No, ale než budeme pokračovať teda, tak poďme urobiť tie vedlejšaky, začneme s tým, čo je najďalej, aby sme sa takto pekne prešli. Ja som samozrejme mimo stream moc nehral, vlastne som iba, čo som urobil. Zabíjal som pár príšor, takto som si to tu pobehal. Ako tá mapa nie je až taká obrovská, jak to vyzerá, ale je dosť. Poďme na to.
All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
Máme aké nestabilné pripojenie.
Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Čo, príliš vysoká?
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Neviem, vypadá to, že ukazuje mi to, že to je nestabilné, ale beží to normálne? Fakt netuším prečo. Hádam nám stream nespadne alebo niečo, že sa neposere. Nejakú prenosovú rýchlosť mám 6000 KB. Skáče to 5,5-6000. Ale to by malo byť v pohode, ale nič nesťahujem, nič nerobím. Nič. Nič sa nedieje. No, takže typek však chce, aby sme išli do nejakých horských prameňov alebo niečo. Už vidím, bombičky tam sú. Dobre, poďme sa teda postarať o bombičky. Dobre, vodu mám, musím sa hlavne napiť.
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Ajaj.
Isn't there always?
Takže budeme mať asi po ceste ešte väčšie problémy, než sme si mysleli.
Promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
To je milé od neho, sa o nás bojí. Alebo skôr o svoju povesť. Keby náhodou som nejako divne hovoril alebo žvatlal, tak si z toho nič nerobte. Mám v sebe celkom dosť silné prášky a moje klbe kríže. Lebo teraz v poslednej dobe mám fakt nepríjemné bolesti. A mám problém stáť, mám problém ležať, aj toto sedenie nie je príjemné, ale je to furt lepšie než statie, takže vlastne toto je teraz jediná činnosť, ktorú asi môžem robiť, ale neviem na jak dlho. Takže uvidíme, jak dlho bude stream, budem proste streamovať, dokým vydržím. Ale to nebude nič extrémne. Bombičky tu máme, a počkaj, toto ako možno normálne takto zliesť, doskočiť dole? No, asi nie, že? Aha, to je ešte ďalej. Ešte ďalej tu je cesta. Tak, hen tam sa ide na hlavnú linku, no my ideme semka. No, bombičky už poznáme, už sme ich videli. Vieme, že sú veľmi nepríjemné a veľmi otravné a musíme si dávať bacha na ich výbuchy. Ale myslím si, že nebudeme mať s nimi až taký veľký problém. Ale materiálov tu je dosť, to musím povedať. Ešte jedna tomnička. Kuk, bombičky. A, dobre. Toto by mohlo byť troška problém.
Titan! Get out, my boy! All right!
Dobre. Prečo som netočil na to? Keď som sa díval na túto sviňu. To je mrcha. stegrnúť.
Titan! Waken wind!
Počkaj, ona cúvne hentam, kde ja nemôžem pomaly ani vylesť. Není fér, poď sem. Poď so mnou bojovať tu dole. Hnusná mrcha. Tak. Vyriešené, vybavené. Easy, pohoda.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Jaké pekné miestočko toto tu je. Nejaký vapenec, alebo možno solné skaly, bohe, čo to je. Môže začína to byť aké teplo. To je z tých praškov? Zapneme ventilátor. Nech to tu troška rozfúka. Ten vzduch ťažký.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there. And I still hardly believe it.
Už tam žiadni nie sú. Už je to tu čisto, pohoda. Dobre, vrátime sa späť, odozdáme quest, alebo skôr iba s ním pokecáme, jak vidím. No, uvidíme čo ďalej. Ďalší vedlejšačík. Potom sa si vrátime na základne, pozrieme sa, či nemáme náhodou nejaké tehanty. Lebo to by som sakramentsky rád bral. Lebo máme ešte jeden možnosť jedného itemu, ktorý môžeme vyrobiť. Ktorý by troška nám zlepšil naše statistiky, ale chýba mi jeden materiál a potrebujeme ho nájsť. A neviem teraz, či to bude z huntu, alebo to pada z nejakej určitej príšery, alebo to niekde leží na zemi, netuším. Ale to zistím. Netreba sa ničoho báť.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Horúca voda. Uj, už máme skoro aj level. Moc nám akože nechýba. Ignition. Zase zredukovanie cooldownov by sme to mohli časte používať. Ktoré bolo Ignition. Abilities, Ignition, to bolo toto. To ma moc nezaujalo. Ako celkom príjemná schopnosť na rýchly presun a ešte k tomu dávaš damage. Ako používa Ifrit, ale
Is it true what I'm hearing?
nič, čo by sa nejako dalo extrémne dobre využívať.
I've never even forged a
Tu
button
máme
knife
nejakého
before.
sneaking.
Perhaps
Taký
Forge
kovár,
Master
má
Luber's
nejaký
having fun at
pulser.
my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
No tak prečo?
I could give you a hand if you
Pomôžeme mu.
like.
Zistíme, aký meč sa najlepšie hodí.
And that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
Spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving
Vyrob
Lubor's
dyku z
puzzle.
piesku.
We need information. The more the better.
Taká, že keď niečo stlačíš a začne sa presypovať, tak budeme vrácať čas.
Now, who to speak to
Dobre,
first?
kamera mizí.
There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Takže... Lubor testuje svojho kovára a chce, aby vytvoril meč, ktorý by bol duchom toho mesta, tej Dalmatii, aby vytvoril najlepší meč alebo niečo také, ktorý bol hodný toho alebo tako, neviem ako to povedať. No a my sa máme ísť popýtať pár ľudí, ktorí práve nože meče používajú, že aký by mal byť najlepší meč.
I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Tak jo, tupý meč by mi bol asi k ničomu. Teda tupé ostrie. Takže táto vraví, že nôž či meč by mal byť taký, aby prerezal všetko. A nepoškodil sa. A ešte tu bol jeden človek, s ktorým mám pokecať. A ten bol sakra kde? Aj to je v celej oblasti hľadať. Kde by ešte niekde mohol byť, ktorý by sa zajímal o meč?
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Tady je nejaký človečík, hunter, lovec.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter? Why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
And all silver platters, plates and pots.
No jo.
Warm from the oven. Take a sniff.
To nebude mať ťažké vyrobiť.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the...
To nebude mať ľahké vyrobiť, tak.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
Úplne vyššia
But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either.
Ale hranie
All the
video
cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Oj, oj, oj. A co to tu je? Ja, mohol by som jazdiť na Chocobovi, ale prechádzka je, že prísť dráva. Ale ja chcem bojovať. Čo je? Ty vole, ten titán, to sú iné peste. Level up. Tak, aspoň sme si vyhli level takýmto malým bojom. Hello there.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Tak, ukáž, čo po mne chceš, kam? Oho, semka taký kúsok. Dobre, tak tam zájdeme. Urobíme mu tu radosť a doneseme mu to. Limestone. Ja bych radšej chcel tú zbraň z toho adamantia, nie z limestone. Tam je ten figel. Už tomu rozumiem.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet, yes.
Protože cez mesto vždy ideme tak pomaly.
Hanging lanterns, keep the doctors from your door.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's over.
We should get going soon.
Tak, tady to máme. Takže je to limestone.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Tak, poďme mu to doniesť.
Just look at the made from the stoutest stoneware. Needed to a silken soft, the most fragrant herbs and spices.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Silne o tým pochybujem. Pre boha. Čo si v praveku, chlape?
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
O to tu išlo.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Tam hlavne išlo o to, že záleží pre koho je ten nôž a podľa toho ho má vyrobiť. Že pre handra ťažký a pevný ostrý nôž, pre mesiara zase ostrý a ľahký nôž. A že keby to bol nejaký bohatý, tak pekne ozdobený, aby za ňo čo najviac zaplatil. Jo, to bylo pekný. Dobre, poďme teraz naspäť do základne mrknúť. Kým máme možnosť cestovať, lebo myslím, že keď pôjdem ku kryštálu, tak už túto možnosť nebudeme mať. A ja som sa chcel pozrieť. Jo, máme tady niečo nového.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Tak, ja chcem samozrejme také hunty. Lebo z nich padajú teda tie lepšie materiály, ktoré potrebujem na výrobu. Takže Kupo, čo tu máš? Jeden jediný hunt? Bčko. Ne, som z toho smutný. Je C, C, B, 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 A. Tak som dúfal, že bude ďalšie Ačko, ale nie, ono je to Bčko. A je to v Dalmakian, Velkor Desert. Si to teraz pomôžem ešte. Medzi republikánskymi obchodníkmi sa množia správy o tom, že karavany niečo rozdrvilo, nejaký čierny balvan. Tvor neurčenej povahy, ale dosť rozhodný vo veľkosti, sile a vzdorovitosti. Ten alebo ona, ktorí sa zaviazali vyhľadať a zabiť túto čiernu masu, by si zaslúžili väčšinu vďačnosť nielen od počtenia obchodníkov. Ja to ma nezaujíma. Takže nie je tam presne povedané, že kde to je, ale je to Velkorois Desert. Dobre, díky Kupo za info. Poďme sa teda pozrieť do Velkorois Desert. Čož je tady, takže bude niekde v tejto oblasti, takže poďme to pohľadať. Ja sa teleportnem semka a markneme to z hora dole. Takže pôjdeme takto, okolo steny, budeme loviť všetko, čo uvidíme a hádam na ňo narazíme. Dúfam, že sa neskrýva niekde v strede, lebo to by ma nastalo.
Caution, my boy.
All yours, Torgal.
Easy, rozsekané. Nejaký ten latroš. Steel Silk, to nie je to, čo hľadá. Dobre, nevieme, dá sa ísť aj tuto do tých ruín, poďme sa tu mrknúť, čo tu je. Nič také sa to neschováva, jak vidím. Tady vypadá, že je nejaká silná piesočná búrka. Jasne, že zo zeme. Ale zás mi to vyšlo. Konečne.
Torgal, kill!
Čo je? Nesmrteľný brouk to bol.
Now, Torgal!
Bože, koľko vás tu je.
All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal!
To sú čokobovia. No, to sú čo, goblini? Hej, goblin. preskúmame, pohľadáme. Pekne v klídku, dneska žiaden spech, žiadne naháňačky netreba. Čurácky škorpión. Ježiš, som sa jak si zapletol. Opa. Čo? Ten kábel už. Nemá to tu nesere. Nič viac tu není? Tak ešte pôjdeme mrknúť tu hore dozadu. Ale tu niečo je. Nazdar maličky.
Nice try.
Poď dole, poď. Sa mi trocha rozhľadnie. No tady máme zase tento kryštál. Ale nefunguje teda kryštál. Dosku. Hezky. To asi na niečo potom Hand of Titan. Som myslel, že je ruka Titána, keď sa toho urobí, ale vypadá, že nie. No budíš. To sa možno potom niečo bude s tým dať robiť. Neskôr. Takže toto bolo úplne zbytočné tu ísť. A ani nejako. Nejaké XP-ky sme si nabrali. Počkať. Tady to. Nejaké ability points sme získali. Tu sú už iba čokobovia. Musíme ísť semka dole. Pochybujem, že toto preskočí. Ale hento by mohol zeskočiť. Nie, tady to ešte nie. Jop. Dobrá. Takže, už sme zase semka. Takže treba to prehľadať. Tu sú zase škorpioniky. Tak, potrebujem vás dostať všetkých na kopu, poďte ku mne. A to som ešte minul to okno. Au, ale on neminul mňa.
You're finished. All yours, Torgal.
Tak táto oblasť s tou kurkou. Tu sú len psíci. Poďme to zabíjať. Môžem nájsť jedného, ty kokso, na takejto veľkej pušti, je to fakt puser. Nejaká čierna hrudka. To mám sakra hľadať. Poďme tuto dozadu pozrieť, možno to bude tam. Až tak sa s tým zdržovať nechcem, jak to teraz zdržujeme. Už ho vidím, Adamantios malý. No dobre, no budíš. Poďme na to. Čau, korytnačka. To není Adamantios, to je Fastitocalon, či jak sa to boha napísalo.
Well, Clive, looks like you're gonna need a bigger sword. Too slow.
Jauč?
I'm hurt, Torgal. Guess we're all ready.
Nevýhoda od týchto, musím ich byť dobraviť. ešte ideme na to. Začal byť aj agresívne. Auč. Poď. Konec. Scarletty. To bude ten materiál, čo potrebujeme. Aspoň mám taký dojem, že hej. Takže to padá z takéhoto šťuráka, jo? Takže, hand by sme mali, len ja by som si teraz rád vyrobil ten item, čo chcem, takže poďme do základne. Tam si v základni dáme vyrobiť ten materiál, no a pôjdeme na hlavnú linku, lebo vedľajšaky máme spravené. Hanty máme. Poďme si ešte doplniť elixíry.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Tak. No nazdar, môj milý kamarát.
What do you want?
Počuj. Novú zbraň tu nemáme, že? My máme teraz túto. Všetko ostatné sú sračky. Tady tento prsteň už máme. Tam sme potrebovali Elektrum a Scarletito. Tite. Máme 3. Ja sa nevedel som, že mám 3. Ja som teraz získal 2. No a toto je ten matroš, ktorý som chcel. Takže vyrobiť. Equipnúť. Ďakujem. Náhodou vyupgradeovať to. Toto na plus 2 je horšie, na plus 1, na plus 2 je horšie. Nič nie je lepšie, než mám ja, že? No samozrejme, že nie. Jaká to škoda, ten crafting si teraz tak upadol. To dá skôr upgradeovanie, že na plus 2 takto. Tie fialové zbrane neupgradeujeme, náramky fialové nemôžeme upgradeovať, nič proste, paska.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Takže Han máme z krku, že? Kupol. Nejaký nový tam asi nepribudnú, že? Za tú chvíľku, to je až po hlavnej dejovej linke sa objaví ďalší, samozrejme. No a niečo za Renau.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
410 potrebujem, chýba mi 20. To nie je fér. A čo tu dostaneme? Ability point 800. Paráda. Tady meteorit, Hick, Cleric, Medaillon. To by mohla byť zaujímavá vec. A nič, to zase bude nejaký upgrade na healing. Dobrá, takže tým pádom sa vrátime naspäť a ideme na hlavnú linku.
This is no good.
Tak. Nič tu není nové, nič. Dobre, môžeme vyraziť. Takže dámy a páni, poďme na to. Poďme rozmrdať hlavu Kupkovi. A možno s tým aj jeho kryštál mu na hlavu hodiť. Vôbec by to nebolo od veci. Urobilo by mi to extrémnu radosť za to, čo urobil našej kamarátke. Alebo skôr chcel urobiť. Čo kamarátke, budúcej žene. Ju chcel pripraviť o hlavu, teraz pripravíme jeho o hlavu. Aha, tady to sa ešte nedá ísť. Oh.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
Ale nie, urobil si, čo si mohol.
And I'm sorry.
Veď si tajne ešte podporoval ten odboj.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Jo, dám si proňho. Tu bude ešte srandy kopec. No idem na to. Nejdeme sa zdržiavať. Ó, tam je nejaké jazierko v strede. Bez ručiček.
What do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Šišmária.
Out of my sight, wench!
Á, tento ho odviekol, tak to není ten Syntamer.
Or rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo.
Ale kto
The
to je,
table
tento
shan't hurt you
plasatec?
any longer.
S
He
culíkom.
sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Nie.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power by But others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon.
Aye, aye.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did.
Ďalší taký manipulant.
Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here.
Á, ďalší, čo je napojený na
It shall
lupinu.
be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Počkaj, vaše veličenstvo. Tak teraz, koho ty myslíš?